my new bows.
I really love these two. They're such a cute little pairing. And I am tossing up whether or not I'm going to put this in the sale because I absolutely adore this.
G'day everyone! So today's video is going to be a little bit different to the content that I normally pop out, which is normally around cosplay and that sort of thing. However, today's video is going to be just as exciting, at least for me. I hope that you'll stick around and you'll enjoy it because I am prepping a sale for my small business, which is Scrap Epic. If you don't know what Scrap Epic is, it's an idea that I came up with a couple of years back where I essentially take scrap fabric or like offcuts or fabric that's no longer in use and change it into something that is epic. And the business has been in operation for about a year now, which is super exciting. It's kind of tied in with Curly Cosplay, so it's all kind of together, and I'm really happy doing it. So one of the products that I sell through Scrap Epic through my Facebook group, Scrap Epic First Dibs, I'll leave the link below if you want to come and join us, is I make geeky bows. And at the time of this video going live, in about 30 hours from then, the sale, which these bows that I'm making now, will actually be available. So it happens to be a live first where I show off all of the new bows, and then afterwards I then release the link to my shop with all the new bows there, and then from there what happens is that people can purchase them. I also will have some auction bows where people have 24 hours essentially to bid on these bows, and then at the end time, winner chicken dinner. I may actually need to change the timing now that I think of that, because I'm going to be doing this Sunday morning my time. I will probably have work on the Monday, to be honest, so I will probably need to shorten that time frame a little bit. We shall see. I'll figure it all out later, it's fine. And yes, so, and then also I will have some commission spots open most likely as well. So that's how it kind of goes. And to show you what I mean, I've got some bows left over from last time that unfortunately didn't sell in the last sale, but they're still on my website and will still be available to be purchased. So like I have like this one, which is a little gothic one. I've got like this one, which has my signature waterfall pleats on there as the tails, and that is Animal Crossing, Dear Isabel. And then I've got like little ones as well. So like I've got like this little Iron Man charm one. So I've got all that. I've got other things on my side as well. So I've got scrunchies, and I've also got these little chokers that I made, so happy to sell those off as well. And yes, so I'm just making a whole lot of new bows so that my stock is all ready to go and I can be really proud of it all. And yeah, I am super excited. I'm aiming for about 20 to 30 new bows, and I've made a total of 3 so far. So I have this like gothic one slash like plague bow. It's not cosplay, it's not cosplay, but it's still going to be very popular. I think it's really lush. It's got some lace on it, everything like that. And each of these bows, I will say, are handmade. They're one of a kind. I try not to repeat like designs or anything like that as much as I possibly can. And I try to bring in my aesthetic of cosplay into these bows as well. So that way, you know, you might not be at a con, you might not be able to wear cosplay, but you can wear a bow in your hair. So the next one is Umbreon. So this is a medium-sized one. So dear little Umbreon. And I use pins that I source from artists. I definitely pay them and credit them. So this is Popo Pins, another Perth, Western Australian artist who does amazing pins. And I always make sure that they're okay with me using their pins in my centers, as my centers. That's the one. And then the last one that I've made so far is this little one here, also another pin by Popo Pins. So there you go. And that one is, my brain is failing me because I'm on camera. Oh my gosh, why cannot think of Ponyta? there we are, it's Ponyta. And that's the mini bow, which I think is a really cute size, and a lot of people seem to like that. It's kind of mixed, like some people like the mini bows, some people like the larger kind of regular size bows. I've even had people order like a big bow, and I've definitely made that. I have some signature little moves, which is my waterfall pleats as tails, but I'm kind of wanting to mix things up a little bit for this bow sale. So I'm working on 3 more bows at the moment, which is 2 regular and 1 more mini. And then once those are done, what I will do is I'm actually going to make some ones that have either just the short devil forks tails or no tails at all. I want to try that this time around. Excellent. And then I do need to make some minis with no tails with some charms that I have. It's kind of a stock stand thing that I do. They're a lot of fun, very easy to make, and so I can get a few of those out as well. That is the plan. I'm hoping to have some of the more complex bows as such done, hopefully within the next week or 2. And I'm hoping to have, let's see, if I do 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, that's already 9 bows, which is great. I also have quite a few in here already, which is great, but I'm not going to count that. So hopefully if I could do maybe 12-ish, 12 to 15-ish of like these, you know, more complicated bows, that's great. And then the rest I'll make up with the mini double bows. So that's the plan. At the moment, what I'm working on is I'm working on a Sailor Moon inspired bow. So I've pinned some ribbon onto the tails, and now I need to sew the ribbon down and then construct that bow together. And then I've also got another bow, which is a mini bow, which is a Kingdom Hearts Disney kind of aesthetic kind of bow. And then I also have a Haku, which I'm very excited to make that one, because Haku is always a fun one. And this pin is so delightful. It is by Porofu, and they are such a lovely individual with the most gorgeous pins. So excited to make that one. So I have rambled on enough. Sorry about that. I'm really excited, so let's get sewing. Alright, so it is now evening and I finished off those 3 bows. They're very cute. The Sailor Moon bow I think is going to be very popular, which I'm very excited about because a lot of work went into that one in particular. So what I'm going to do now is I'm moving on to the fork tail bows, or the no tail bows. I've yet to play around with, okay, am I doing fork tails for all of them? We'll just see. So at the moment I am using up the last little scrap of this pink that I've got in my collection. I'm very excited to be using it, and this is what I love about Scrap Epic, is that I'm using little bits and pieces that I've got to make these bows. That's what makes them so unique. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out these 4 bows and figure out which ones are going to have tails and which ones aren't, and we shall go from there. So quick update time. I have got my next lot of bows being made. English, good. So I'm just finishing off putting the lace on this one. It's going to be for this Tigger pin, which has this front bow. So it's going to actually be my first one that I'm doing without any kind of tails, as a like regular size bow. And then I also have this one, which is the oh my gosh, Wakanda Forever, thank you, along with those ones, and they've got the devil forks. So this is how it's going with construction. I have the Nap Queen one with this really cute multicolored lace, and I've like woven through some like fake
leather cord, which is in, or suede cord should I say, which is in this blue, and then I've got Jolteon down here. So they're basically at the stage where they're ready to be prepped. I just need to sew this down and then I will prep them all together and I will show you what they look once they're all together. So it's all coming together, just slowly. It's been a couple of days and I'm still working on it. I realized that I never showed you the 4 bows that I completed. So the first one is this little Tigger one, which is super cute. It's, you know, somewhat popular online as well. This is the first kind of bow that I'm putting up for sale that's a regular size without any tails. And yes, the pin is by Migsy Co. She no longer does pins, and I was so glad that I got this one, as well as this pin which she did, which says Nap Queen on it. And I am tossing up whether or not I'm going to put this in the sale because I absolutely adore this. It is silk taffeta in the back, regular polyester taffeta in the front. It's got this coloured lace and I've put this leather ribbon through it. It's adorable. Then we have this little Jolteon one, so it's the same kind of style as this one, and this one is, the pin is by Pipins, who is a wonderful Perth designer, so that's really cute. And the last one, which I am so glad that I finally got to make this has been stuck in my head for months, but this one here, which is Wakanda Forever. So that's how that one turned out. I'm really happy with it, so yay. So the next lot of bows that I need to make will probably be the mini double bow charms ones that I make, and I will probably make between 10 and 12-ish, I'm guessing, of those ones. And that will be the majority of the collection, though I probably will try to make another few, you know, mini or regular size ones as well, just to kind of add up the stock a bit, but we will see what time permits. That's really what's playing against me at the moment. Alright, so I'm wearing Christmas pajamas even though it's now the 1st of February as I'm filming this, but you know what, it's still hot, so I'm going to wear them. What I'm going to do this afternoon is I am actually going to make a whole lot of the mini double bows because all of the other bows are now complete. I will probably finish these mini bows and then I'm aiming about 10, I think, of these ones, but it'll probably be more because like I find charms and I'm wanting to use them. And then we'll see how I feel. I may add another, you know, 2 or 3 extra bows that are medium and mini size with the tails as such later. So I've got my little bag of charms here. I'm going to go through them all, have a little bit of a look and see which ones I want to use for creating bows this time around. Alright, so I ended up choosing 12. So I've got 2 Sailor Moon, 2 Studio Ghibli, 2 Legend of Zelda, even though I still think I've got 1 bow that hasn't sold from the last sale, but that's okay. And then we also have some Star Wars, you know, Boba Fett, and also Yoda. You know, with everything that's going on at the moment on Disney Plus, I feel like that's a good pick. Then we've got the 2 Sakura. Like I want to do matching pair, so hopefully whoever buys one will buy the other, because I think this will be really cute. So we've got the Sakura and the Sharon. Then I've got here Doctor Who, so I'm going to put these 2 together, I think. So I've got the bow tie and also the screwdriver, and then I've got the little Avengers symbol, which I think will be good to work with as well. So let's get cutting. So here I have all the different fabrics that I've selected to make the bows up with, and I am going to now cut them. So through the power of editing I give you, and they've all been cut. So what I'll go ahead now is we'll start sewing up all these bits and pieces, and then I'll iron them and put them together. So I will probably cut through all of that and show you the final results. And there we go. There is the 12 mini double bows with no tails. So these turned out really, really cute. Very happy with them. I really love these two. They're such a cute little pairing. So I'm just going to make a little post in the group now showing them all off and hopefully getting a little bit of hype about them. You know, these sell pretty good usually. They're a lower price item than the bigger bows and they're really cute. So I'm very happy with these. So I'm going to pop these away. And then realistically, the only thing I need to make, I want to try and make probably another 3 bigger bow, or bows, should I say. And then I should be good to go. So, And then once I've done that, what I'll need to do is on the back of these is that I'll need to put a bit of felt and then sew them down and prep it all for the sale itself. So yes, that's all good. We're ticking along and we should be done with time to spare. But that's good because I have other things that I need to get done that are equally time sensitive.
It's a couple of days later and I actually have not done any more bows because I've been prepping like mad for a market that I've got this Friday night, and the sale for the bows is on Sunday. But this video is coming out on the said day. So I wanted to kind of make these last 3 bows today so that I could capture it on film. And then the next kind of process would be taking photos of it all, uploading it all, figuring out pricing. Hopefully I'll catch all of that today because realistically I need to edit this video for you guys. So what I've got here is I've got this jewel which was given to me as with a few of these by Alicia Estelle. Basically they are from her Princess Jasmine costume and they are just so perfect for Princess Jasmine that I am going to make a Princess Jasmine inspired bow with this. And then I also have these little lovebirds. Don't know if they're focusing. There we are, little lovebirds, super cute. And also this little Sylveon. Come on, focus now. There we are, the little Sylveon. Both of these pins are by Poppy Pins, and I am very keen to use these, especially this one since, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and I just thought it would be a lovely excuse to make the lovebirds into a cute little bow. So that's the plan. Let's get cracking. I'm going to be doing this one as a regular bow with waterfall tails with an overlay. The lovebirds as a regular bow with no tails, kind of like the Tigger one because I really liked how that one turned out. And then the Jasmine as a mini with a waterfall tail. So yes, let's get cracking.
I wanted to show you what I'm planning on doing before I actually do it. So this is the Jasmine bow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this trim to do a single line through the middle to kind of bring out these pops of gold within the overlay kind of fabric. And I think that that has a really nice kind of tie-in to, you know, Arabian Nights and that sort of thing. It has a nice vibe to it. For the lovebird, I have this really lovely crocheted lace that was my nan's, and I've got a bit of it left, and I thought that that just goes really nicely with this. It just kind of mimics the head of the bird with the yellow and the orange, and just the dark gold really goes with the kind of rose gold sort of look that the pin has. So I'm going to use that. And then for Sylveon, it's going to be a two-parter. So there's going to be this organza ribbon, which is a white with a blue border, which will go down first, and then the roses on top. I'm going to have one line up here and one line down there. So that's my plan. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pin it all, and then I will come back to it this afternoon and sew it all down, sew them together, and Bob's your uncle. So I will show you the finished product in the next clip.
The last 3 bows are now complete. So we have the Princess Jasmine bow. It's a small mini with little waterfalls. I am really loving how this one turned out, and the funny thing is that this is why it's called Scrap Epic, is because this fabric here is my overlay that I used on Ariel. So I've got a little bit of that left, and I decided that that would also work for Jasmine.
Disney princess all around. Then we also have, in celebration, because of the fact that this is like the day before Valentine's Day, I've got the little lovebirds. Look, they're so cute. So that's a nice big, like, regular size bow with no tails. So I've got 2 of these in this set. It's the first time that I'm doing this without any kind of tails, and I really want to see how this one and the Tigger goes, because I really enjoy making some bows without tails, because as much as I love tails, they do take some time to definitely do. And then this one is the Sylveon. So there we go. So it's got the overlay, it's got the 2 satin fabrics, well 3 satin because you've also got the white, and then it's got the organza ribbon with the flower trim and the wonderful pea pins, little pin in the middle there. So that's a nice big one. You know, it looks very lovely as a little cravat, just saying, just saying. All right, so I've taken some photos of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly post it to the group, and then what I'm going to do is just kind of hopefully use it to build up a little bit of hype, you know, sales almost here, that kind of thing, and say these are the last 3 bows. Which one do you like? And then from there, what I will do is I will bring out my light box and I'll take all the photos of all the new bows that I've created, and then upload them onto my computer and then fix them with Lightroom and everything like that, or rather Photoshop Elements. That's what I've got. I don't know why I said Lightroom. And then what I will do is I will put them onto my Square Shop, but I will hide them. So I've got lots of work ahead of me. I don't know if I'm going to get it all done today, but I am going to start with the photos today. I also need to think of all the pricing, but I think I may need to leave the pricing until Saturday, because my brain just can't handle it at this point in time. But yes, I'm just very, very happy that I've got the stock that I wanted to get done. So, yay. All my new bows. Alright, I think I'm going to end this video here. Sorry it was a little bit higgledy-piggledy. It was a little bit all over the place. I do apologize. This is what my brain is like when I am creating these gorgeous little bows. I hope that you enjoyed this. I know it's not cosplay content, but I have a lot of cosplay content coming up in the next couple of months as such. The next video may very well be a market video, or at least soon down the path there's going to also be a market video, because I am doing my first market this coming Friday and it is blowing my mind. So yes, we shall see. I hope that you don't mind this kind of content. It won't always be like this, and if you'd like to see more of content like this, please let me know. And if you'd like me to start a second channel just purely for the scrap epic side of my business, then please let me know. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. And don't forget, if you want to join up so you can be part of this sale, I'll leave the link to the Facebook group below. Scrap Epic First Dibs. Hope to see you there. Bye!